to be talking about preparation today. Preparation is key. Preparation is needed for your personal growth, and we're going to be talking about that today. I want to start by saying that the final destination is just a highlight. The final point, whatever final point you're looking at, is just a highlight. And oftentimes we look for the final destination in the various things that we are trying to accomplish. We look for what is available. We look for a quick and easy way out without building any kind of growth or professional development. And I want you to know that you want to take as much pain in going through the process because the process refines you. The process brings about character development. And without that character development, you are not going to see the finish line. And the reason why I can say that so confidently is because if you skip any part of the process and you reach that final highlight, you won't know how to stay there. You won't know how to maintain that. If you go through the course successfully, through the process successfully, what you need in order to stay at the final destination, you will have it. That growth, that strength of character, that resilience will be enough to help you stay in position. But if you skip the process, if you skip the step, you are not going to see. And even if you do see the finish line, you're not going to stay there for long. Right? We're a generation of people we want something quick and fast and smooth without going through the process, without taking pains to really learn and improve ourselves. Any individual that is not willing to put in the work, any individual that does not go through the process, any individual that does not plan their life will fail. It's easy. That's an easy statement. That's an easy statement. I want you to know that everything you experience right now, your life today, is a sum of all the things that you have done in the past leading up to this moment. That's such a wonderful statement. Your life right now is a sum of everything you've done in the past leading up to this wonderful, this great moment. And I want you to know that you have the power right now. As you watch this, I want you to know you have the power right now to influence the next 5 years, to influence the next 10 years. There's never a point of regret. There's never a point of regret. There's never a point where you can say, I have wasted my life or I'm not where I need to be. You can feel that, and that's valid. But staying in such a position is where the problem is. Because even if you're watching this and assuming that you're 50 years old, what do the next 10 years hold for you? If you are able to correct things that you should have corrected years ago, by the time you hit 60, you'll be grateful for the sacrifices you've made. But we're in a generation and the season of life we're in, the era of life we're in, is just full of people that want quick results. One of the things that bothers me a lot is the fact that we have people that go from year to year without ever reading a book. How can you go a full year without reading a book from cover to cover? How? That is insane. That's crazy. To think that there's people that have gone through like years and they haven't picked up a book ever to read anything is crazy to me. Unbelievable, to say the least. How do you learn? How do you grow as an individual? Reading brings transformation. Knowledge brings transformation. And knowledge comes through reading. So what kind of transformation is your life experiencing if the one part of the major sources for wisdom, part of the major sources for knowledge you don't have? If you don't have that part, if you're not going on that journey of transformation where you're reading books, you're listening to inspirational things that are bringing life and bringing transformation to you, how do you grow as an individual? That is part of preparation. That is part of preparation. And the problem, or the thing with preparation, is I don't need to know what's ahead. I just need to be disciplined right now. I just need to be grounded right now. It doesn't matter what's ahead. I don't need to know what the final outcome is. I just need to have a plan for my life. I just need to have a plan for my destiny. When I wake up in the morning, there has to be an agenda that is set for the day. I call it the day before. So before the new day comes, I already have an idea of what I'm going to do the next day. And so no day is wasted. No time is wasted for such a time, for such a generation. That simple. And it sounds so easy. When you talk about these principles, when you talk about these things, it sounds so easy, it sounds so casual. Like, oh yeah, preparation, we know that. But how many people are really diligent with this? How many people are really locked in and intentional about this? Not too many. You can't be a performance-based individual, because if you're a performance-based individual, you will always miss it. One of the most phenomenal things I've seen in the sports world, I love this story, is hearing about how Ray Allen used to practice that shot all the time, consistently, that major shot between Spurs. He was constantly practicing that shot. And eventually, a moment came when that shot was needed. And when the moment came, he made that shot effortlessly because he had been in practice, preparing. Ray Allen could have gone his whole career without ever needing to shoot that shot. But he had been in a mode of preparation. And I use Ray Allen's shot because sports is something that we can all relate to. Whether it's basketball, it's soccer, it's football, whatever it is. We can understand the principle of an athlete and the process of preparation that they go through for whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. We know the process. We see the stories. We see the videos of the training camps, going to the gym, eating a healthy diet. We see all of that. And so when they perform at the highest level, it is normal to us. When Steph makes a crazy shot, like it's like, oh yeah, he shot that. Next, what's next? And it's so simple because we've seen them do this over and over again. But I want you to know that until you get into that mode of preparation where you're constantly in that process, you can't have those comfortable results. You can't have that voice of authority and command that we already know the standard that you operate on. You're not going to be able to operate in that kind of level and frequency if every day is not guided. If every day is not guided. And the problem is, the sad part is, we live in a time and a generation where there's so many things that stop us from preparing. There's so many things that are time wasters. We have friends that engage us in meaningless conversations. We have social media apps that take too much of our time. Not the quality ones, though. Not the quality social media, but the ones that take too much of our time, right? And so we have all this, we have 24 hours to do the things that are necessary, complete that, and then move on to the next day. But we don't have enough time because that small space, that small window that God has given us, we've dedicated that to other things that are not going to help us in 3-5 years to come. So as I do this short live stream, I'm saying that I don't care about being, I don't really care about being consistent. I care about being prepared. I care about being prepared. I care about the process. I care about being refined. I care about the character development that I come out of. I'm so grateful for all the things that I've been through because I see that as a stepping stone for the next 5 to 10 years. I'm going to be such a great individual. Not because I think highly of myself. I mean, I do think highly of myself, but I'm going to be such a great individual because of the process. I see the refining going on. I see myself letting go of certain things that I've held on to for so long. I'm enjoying the process. It's fun. It's fun. It's humbling and it's fun. And everyone should be on that same type of time. Look, we're going to accomplish a lot of things in our lifetime. We're going to be wonderful people. We're going to do amazing things. But what is necessary? What is key right now? Preparation for a time and a world that we're living in. A world that is changing at a rapid rate. Speed of light. Everything is changing quickly by the day. How can you get ahead if there's no plan for your life? If there's nothing that you're working towards? If there's no kind of preparation or training taking place? What becomes of your life? And it has to bear fruit. Your life needs to have meaning. There needs to be something great about your life. So I'll leave you guys with this. I love you all. And yeah, we'll see you. Peace.